For those of you who came in before I introduce myself, my name is Chaylis, and this is my presentation, Conception, the introspective journey of a teenage mother.
When Chaylis came to me and she said, "Brittany, I'm going to be pregnant next year, but I'm not really going to be pregnant," my first thought was, "You're crazy."
While all of these perceptions are true and the realities that I faced did actually happen, they happened under very carefully controlled circumstances. That being said, I have not been pregnant this entire time.
As an MLK scholar, we have to choose an area of social justice to focus on for our years here, and I decided to focus on teenage pregnancy.
I think she knew it was going to be a really difficult experience just because she's the product of a teenage mother and I'm also the product of a teenage mother, and she knew that she was going to need someone to turn to.
I told her to go for it, that I would back her up. I'd be there to support her through it.
I'd use realistically that would look significantly like a real pregnant belly. And so I found a woman who makes these in London.
It was interesting because some people said things I would not have expected them to say to me that they could not say to her face. Things like, "That's what happens when you don't use a condom."
It was really uncomfortable. People would just stare at me, and it wasn't just like a "I'm gonna look at you" kind of thing, like, "Oh, that's cool." You know, there's a difference between just kind of like glancing at somebody, noticing somebody's presence versus staring at them or giving you judgmental looks.
Because I knew that sometimes she would be really brought down, as sometimes it's just like, maybe you should stop. Like, I would think to myself, maybe you shouldn't do this because it's starting to affect you. And
when I chose a school, I knew I was going to be going far away, and we talked about it a lot, like what that meant for us and how that was going to work out, and we decided that we were going to stay together. It turned out to be a lot harder than we both had anticipated, and some more tumultuous times at this time, you know, with us trying to deal with each other, and now I don't know, I think we're pretty good. We're in a good place.
I don't think that one study will change people's perceptions immediately, because perceptions are slow to change. People's judgments are slow to change, but I definitely think that it dropped the stone that's going to create the ripples that's going to create change.
I wanted everybody to be able to reflect upon their own stereotypes that they have for teenage mothers, because girls aren't the only ones who are affected by teenage pregnancies, you know.
I've had people come up to me and be like, "Wow, it really made me think about the way that I judge people. It really made me think about that," and they told me, like, I judged her, and those people are gonna be the people that tell other people, "Hey, don't judge, because this happened to me."